Okay, our goal is to get that data. So, but what I want to do first is I want to go to the actual database. Let's type in show DBS. I just logged in, and the current database that I'm in is this database right here. Okay, forgot the name of the database because I feel like I don't see it. Did I call it? What did I call this database? I'm sure it was the midterm database. Yeah, there it goes. I just want to make sure that's what it was. Let's do use, and I'll paste the grade there. Let's do DB restaurant finds 1. Okay. Now, remember we said we can't go after last grade, because if we go after last grade represents this entire object. We just want this grade right here. So this is what we need to do on our model to make that work. Okay. On this model right here, when this gets grade, it has to go through last grade. So what we're going to first do is say last grade get grade. That last grade will go get this grade, and this will return A, B, C, or D, or Z. And that should actually work for us. So let's try that. Let's go back to the main. Let's right click here. Let's run it as a Java application. Let's test it out. There goes our A. There goes our Z, ZZ. There goes that. So this is look like it's looking good so far. Okay. This is looking good. All right, let's try the last one is cuisine. If we go to back to the fxml file, let's set this up with cuisine. Do Control C. Remember, this is a single-sided tag. I have to make it a double-sided tag. And I'll do here Control V. And again, now let's do cuisines. So remember, if you look at the model, let's look at the model. It's cuisines with an S. Cuisines with an S that matches with this call cuisine. Well, let's save it. Let me close this old version so we don't have it there. Let's run it. This will run the last one that we ran, which is the main. Let's click on search here. And notice this looks really weird now because this is the same problem. If you look at cuisine, let's look at cuisines here. The data type is an array. Okay, an array is basically a complex object. So we have to somehow make this look better when we're getting the cuisines. So I have two choices here. Let me see here. Get cuisine. Let's create one that just represents, we can call it cuisine. We'll just make it singular. I'm going to say here private string let's pick cuisine. This won't be an array. That way it's easy to print out. This needs a getter and setter for this to work. And the same thing we'll do here is we'll make this cuisine print out the information that we need. The information that we need really now is, I'm going to say here, this dot get cuisines with an S. It's returning an array. Now remember the problem with an array, it's not going to print it out pretty. So I'm going to say here, arrays to string and if I move my mouse over this, this belongs to the Java util arrays. So make sure on top, when you look up here, that you see that it imported the Java util arrays. So it looks like it did do that. Okay, so let's run this again. Let me just make sure I want here. Instead of putting cuisines now, we're going to put cuisine. That's going to be the version of the array that's going to be converted to the proper toString, and it should show the data a little bit better. Okay, this is telling me it's already running. So let me close this. All right, sorry for the interruption. So this should be cuisine without the S, because this is the one that's the string version. Let's run it again. Restaurant main. Let's click on search. And it's not perfect. You still can see that it's an array. And maybe to our users, they won't like it because it shouldn't be an array, but this is working nicely. Okay, so that's it for this. This is working correctly. In our next video, what we're going to do is we're going to use these parameters to filter out this data with the grade, the year, and the things, you know what, I should actually show the year here. So in the next video, we'll do a couple of updates to see how that works. Okay, with that, good luck and good coding.